What's up, y'all? We back with another video, and today we're gonna get into it with a foreign model. This is specifically foreign because this vehicle is not made for the United States. It is made actually in China, but it's a diecast that I bought, and it was something different. So I want to get into the video of this vehicle. So let's get into it. Set y'all up so we can take a look at it. And here it is right here. So this is called, it has two names. You can go with one or the other. But when I first heard of the name of this, it was kind of funny because I didn't think they would name a car like that. But it's called the Leading Ideal. Leading Ideal. Yeah. IDEAL. Ideal. That's what this is called. I have the feeling that when they named this car, they didn't really have a name for it. So I guess that's what they came up with. Leading Ideal. Or you can call it Li Auto. L-I Auto. L9. So you can call it the Leading Ideal L9 or the Li Auto L9. And I'm going to put it up on screen so you can see at least the two ways in which you can say it. Either one or the other, whichever you prefer. And this vehicle is a PHEV. And for those of you who are well aware, knows what it stands for. But for the few of you that don't know what it stands for, this is what it stands for here. So, in the process of this being a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, it has some quirks, and it has a lot of other things that it comes with as well. So, as I stated before, this is a Chinese PHEV. It does have a 124-mile EV range. This would probably be the SUV flagship of Li Auto. So this is what their standard model looks like. This will be the flagship model. So let me give you a little bit of a background on this so you get an understanding as to what exactly the Leading Ideal is, or the Li Auto L9 is. It was first shown at the Beijing Auto Show, and it's a large SUV flagship with high-tech features and a plug-in hybrid powertrain. Okay. The Li Auto L9 measures at 5,200 millimeters, which would be 204 inches, 0.7 inches long, or 1,998 millimeters, which is 78.7 inches wide. and 1,800 millimeters, which is 70.9 inches tall, with a wheelbase of 122.2 inches. Now, these dimensions are nearly identical to a BMW X7. And you know the X7 is BMW's biggest and largest SUV, the X7. So if you want to know exactly what the size of this Li Auto L9 is, it would be about the size of a BMW X7. So with that, it has flush door handles, much like a lot of Tesla models that you see out on the road. It does have flush door handles. Slimmer full with LEDs on both ends, redesigned bumpers with cleaner styling, and the absence of a grille making the L9 look like an EV. And that is why you don't see a grille on the front. So they took away the grille. There is also a roof-mounted sensor for the ADAS, which is here. But I'm going to tell you something else about this too, that also makes this come into play. So we're going to find out about that. Inside the 6-seater cabin, there are a trio of 15.7-inch touchscreens. So let's look at the inside of it and see what we see, because I believe in this one it does have a couple of touchscreens in it, but it's only in one place. They did not place it in the third one, in a third spot. So according to this, there's a trio of 15.7-inch touchscreens, 2 on the dashboard. Okay, and let's take a look, and you can see right there, there are 2 screens right there mounted on the dashboard. So those are the 2 15.7-inch touch screens there. And they said a roof-mounted unit for the rear passengers. Now this one, unfortunately, does not have a roof-mounted unit for the rear passengers. As you can see, it does not have one. But it does have the 2 15.7-inch touch screens right there on the dashboard, as you can see on the inside. So it does have that. The digital instrument cluster is incorporated into the steering wheel. It's not shown on here, but I'm quite sure in the real car it would be there. So it won't show on this one, but that's what it's saying. And it says, while above it there is a large heads-up display. All 6 seats have heating and massage functions, and the vehicle comes with a double sunroof, which is what you see here. But this is more, I mean, they say it's a double sunroof. I guess it is a double sunroof. Because of the separation of the lines. Maybe that's why they say it's a double sunroof. It's just, to me, it looks more like a panoramic rather than a regular sunroof. And as you can see, it does have a third row seat that you can flip down. You can flip down the third row seat, or you can pull it back up. So you can see the third row seat is back there. So it's right there. But yes, you have an option to flip it down if you want. And that's what I like about these. A lot of them just have these good options in them. And also, they say not only does it come with a double sunroof, but it has ambient lighting, a refrigerator, and an impressive sound system. Okay, so I'm quite sure on the inside it's got ambient lighting when you can light it up to your specific mood. So I want to show you this trick that this light does on the front of this car. It does like a little light show, or like a little small light show. Check this out. I like what it does when the lights come on. I think it's back here. Cool, right? Let's look at that one more time. It kind of reminds me when the light goes across like that. It kind of reminds me, for a lot of you older people out there, it reminds me of KITT from Knight Rider, when it's got the red light that goes across and it just wavers back and forth in the front center of the car. That's what that light reminds me of. Okay, so let's check out some more features of this Li Auto L9. The latter is rated with a 2,160 watt, featuring Dolby Atmos 4D technology and 21 speakers, including 4 top speakers and 3 subwoofers. And the Li Auto 9 is capable of level 4 autonomous driving thanks to an array of sensors scanning the environment, including the roof-mounted LiDAR. See, I told you this was going to come into play. This is actually a roof-mounted camera which helps with autonomous driving. So they mounted a roof camera right here in the front as a sensor when the car goes in autonomous mode. And that is what this is for. Autonomy. It goes in autonomous mode. So it's called LiDAR. Okay. Also, it has a strain gauge sensor. It has 5mm wave radars, 12 ultrasonic radars, and 12 cameras. See, so when you put this car in autonomous mode, there's cameras everywhere. So it's going to have all the sensors. It's going to have all the cameras. It's going to give you all the angles at which this car is driving once it's in autonomous mode. It's going to watch its surrounding environments, how close it comes to vehicles, from the front, the back, the sides, and everything. So this car pretty much watches its whole surroundings, including the roof-mounted camera with the sensors also available in here, which is called, again, LiDAR. The plug-in hybrid powertrain consists of a turbocharged 1.5-liter 4-cylinder gasoline engine, which works as a range extender, and electric motors sourced from Great Wall Motors that are powering the wheels. The combined power output is 408 horsepower and allowing a 0 to 100 in under 6 seconds. Okay. Despite it being a PHEV, the L9 is equipped with a large 44.5 kilowatt battery, offering an impressive electric range of 200 kilometers, which is 124 miles. Although the latter is measured under more optimistic CLTC standards, with a fully charged battery and a tank full of gasoline, the combined range is 1,200 kilometers, which is 746 miles, far superior to any PHEV that is available in Europe or here in the States. Now, price. The Li Auto L9 will be available in China at a price range between 450 to 500,000 yen, which would be equal to 70,000 to 78,000 in US dollars, which makes it more expensive than the Li Auto 1. Okay? The Li Auto 1 runs about 338,000 yen, which would be 53,000 in American dollars. So this is a pretty expensive car, but it has a lot of great features and things like that. But it's a Beijing-based company, and it's a very nice SUV. It's a very nice SUV. So the mileage and everything is pretty cool. The autonomous mode is pretty cool, and it has everything it needs to be an electric SUV. So it's electric and gas powered at the same time. And see, being as though it only runs at an impressive 124 miles, for them, that you also have the gas that also runs that will take it up to 746 miles, combined with the electric. So I feel like that's a winner for Li Auto, for the Li Auto L9. I feel like that's a winner because, you know, you could get really far on 746 miles, you know, and, you know, for those who like to travel and go cross country, you know, this is a good car that would do it, you know, only if it was sold in North America. But if you were living somewhere like in Beijing or China or something like that, then this would probably be the SUV, the, you know, of choice. And you can see the interior is a nice orange. It has a nice orange interior, and as you can see in the back there, it has the armrest right there in the center, right there. It has the armrest there for the passengers. In the middle, in the second row, and as they were saying that the digital, the cluster, the cluster gauge cluster is on the steering wheel, but you can see that this one clearly doesn't have it. So if we were looking at the real model, it would show, so it's not there. But nonetheless, I think this is a nice looking SUV. It has a nice sides to it, and I think this is great. Oh, and you can see one of the cameras right there. There's a camera right here. You can see it is mounted right there on the side of the car. There's one mounted there. there's another one mounted there. So this car has a lot of different sensors and cameras mounted on it. As I stated, this one up here does a lot. So it's not only just a camera, but it's also a radar. It's also have sensors in it as well to give it that autonomous for, you know, autonomy driving when it drives by itself. I think the coolest thing I like about this is that you see how the front has a plain clear window, but the passengers in the back, they get a partially tinted window, you know, and that's what I like what they did with this one. You know, they gave the front passengers, they gave the front people in the front, both driver and passenger, the clear windows, and the people in the back, they get tinted windows. So I think that's pretty awesome. You know, they tinted the windows up to a certain point, but once they get up here, they just left the glass clear. So yeah, I like that. I like that. And even back here, the windows are tinted, as you can see. Even the back window on this is tinted, you know. But I think this is also cool too, to have this kind of like shaded like this, because it keeps out a lot of the heat. So it's a good thing they did darken the top of this just to keep out a lot of the heat. And I think that's also cool. And you can see on the doors, you can see the door handles are flesh mounted, like you would see on the Teslas. They are flesh with the door itself. So that's another great thing that they did with this Li Auto L9. And of course, this Li Auto does come in 3 colors. And I'm going to show you on the screen here. First one is blue, which is the one I have. You know, I thought that was a nice color. Like I said, it's an offsetting color for my collection. And then the next one is green. So they have a green one. I thought the green one was a nice one. The green one is really nice. But then this next one I think is really nice too. This is the gold one. The gold one is really nice. You know, and I don't have a whole lot of gold. I don't know why I didn't get the gold at first. Maybe I was intrigued by this blue one because I think the orange interior looked better with the blue one rather than it did with the gold one and the green one. I think the orange just meshed, to me though, I think the orange meshed better with the blue paint scheme on the outside rather than the green and the gold one. So I think that's why I went with the blue one. But those are your 3 colors: blue, green, and gold. So I think this is an awesome, magnificent car. I think this is really nice. And so, like I said, it's something different. I know a lot of people probably don't know anything about this. But yeah, it's called the Leading Ideal, or you could call it the Li Auto L9. It is a Chinese-based SUV, which is electric. Like I said, it has a battery, which it runs up to 124 miles. And then after that, the gasoline engine kicks in. So it gives you a 746 mile range, combined with gas and electric. So let me know in the comments what you think about the Leading Ideal L9 or the Li Auto L9, whichever you prefer to call it. I'm gonna give y'all one more light show before I go. I love that light show. I love the way it does that. And in case you didn't know, these are the headlights. These are the headlights. These are not the fog lights. These are the headlights. So the headlights are down here. And these would be the daytime running lights up here. So just so you don't get that confused. Now, it's funny because a lot of these cars that they making nowadays, it seems like the headlights are taking place where the fog lights used to be. You know, and that is strange. That is mighty strange. You know, I've seen it on a lot of cars. I've mistaken sometimes where I would look at some of these cars and swear up and down that these are the headlights and these are the fog lights. Where in fact, these are the headlights and these are just the daytime running lights. And now it's like they're changing they're changing the game all the way around. It's weird how they did that. You know, let's let y'all look at the back as well. Now the back, it's got the tail light going all the way across, so you don't miss the back. That's how it looks. So you just get a full view of the rear. And yeah, that is the Li Auto L9, or the Leading Ideal. That's just a funny name to me. I don't know how they came up with that one. Leading Ideal. Yeah. Of all names, I guess that's the only thing that they could come up with. But anyway, link down in the comments. Let me know right down there. And y'all tell me what y'all think of this Leading Ideal L9. Tell me what y'all think of this Chinese SUV in the comments. And as I always state in my videos, I thank y'all so much, you know, for taking the time to watch my videos. I posted that note early in the video. I really do appreciate you guys who really do take the time to watch my videos. It's not many of y'all, but at least the few of you guys that I do have that subscribe to my channel, I thank you so much for tuning in and watching my episodes. It means a lot to me to at least have a small audience being able to tune in to see what I'm presenting every time I drop a video. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe. Keep your post notifications turned on so that whenever I drop a video, you guys will be the first to see it. And until next time, you guys take care and have a blessed one.